Alright, well, now that Chastity's dead through the most broken means possible, let's go tell What's-Her-Nugget that everything's okay. Again, I am concerned that, there may be more titties than YouTube is capable of handling, which, as I sort of kind of started to say and then didn't really say, I think YouTube's policy is kind of stupid, especially when it comes to video games. Video game channels get dinged all the... Well, they are very careful, at least, about even showing the tiniest bit of nipple. But by the... there's quite a number of court cases, but a particularly pertinent Supreme Court case from the 70s, I think, from which the phrase, I know it when I see it, was made very famous.
Stop doing that.
Okay, can you stop talking, voices in my head, for just a moment? The definition of pornography, and generally what the definition is typically used, including in YouTube's terms of service, is like essentially something that's whose main intention is to be titillating. Now, for the sake of video games, I would say, unless you are playing something that is more or less explicitly a porn game, let's just big air quotes around that, I think if this game had full frontal nudity, I don't think that counts by my metric of it may not be high art, but it's still art. The main intention is not to induce arousal. It is to, paint the world, so to speak. In any case.
Look who's back.
Why does it not give me the option to call her by her proper name?
Yes.
She doesn't object to that one. That's interesting. About the hunting one.
The moon is melting.
Hunter hunted.
I asked you not to kill anyone else. You may be able to wash that blood off your hands easily, but my conscience will soak in it. Have you already forgotten your humanity? Because I haven't.
It was an oopsie.
It was a tragedy. Loss of life is a tragedy, not an accident.
Those kind just threw themselves at my attack, but the doll remains unbroken.
Damage, expendable losses, acceptable casualties, disgusting euphemisms. Hunters are soldiers. They know they're at war, but the kind, their lives have been wonderful. But now they're gone.
You are surprisingly attached. I mean, I know you run a business for them, but still, you're surprisingly attached to some, fat guy in a booth who just wanted to jack off. Couldn't be bothered to do it at home. Yes, your sympathy is also my own. Tell me something else. I'm actually curious what this might change. I'm guessing probably not much. If it does seem to change much, I might go back and try and retry that broken bullshit from last episode, just to see what the difference in outcome is. But man, that was really broken. Let's talk to Susan.
There's only one part of my body I don't want anyone entering, and that's my head. That other name, never say it again. It belongs to a dead girl.
I don't remember why we would know her name. Why are you hiding your past from me, doll?
I'm not hiding my past. I'm not that girl. She was flawed. She was naive. She was nobody. And now she's dead. Let the dead rest in peace. My name is Vivi. Show yourself out. I'd like to say a prayer for someone I used to know.
Pray then. You're weird.
Poor, poor David Hatter.
The fuck? Is this what I get for trying to walk out? Jesus. What's the matter? Is he mad?
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel.
Where is this coming from?
He comes in more
I was
often than
literally
we would
just
admit.
about to
Several
compliment
years
that
now.
little bit of
Poor
writing.
dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret
Is he
societies.
the one on the radio too?
And creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters. Sound reminiscent of something to you?
All to a story I learned only recently, Kindred.
Yes. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David. A kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is?
Yeah, scoop out his eyes, replace with cherry bombs?
Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less than silent partner must be executed.
You don't get to make
I
that
know
call.
David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done.
Even in this game, they talk about how the only one who's allowed to call the blood hunt is like the prince of the area. Granted, I think it may not be LaCroix in this case. It's sort of unclear how domains extend. And I think LaCroix... I don't know that LaCroix is... I mean, he's Santa Monica, whereas we're in Hollywood right now. I forget the name of the guy who we met towards the end of the last session, but the older guy who is a little bit more formal in his approach and wanted to see us. I don't know the hierarchy there. I think LaCroix... well, I'm pretty sure LaCroix is younger. Didn't he make mention of Napoleon or something? Somebody did. In any case, now I'm just droning on. Hatter's play must remain unfinished in a lot of pieces. Oops, wrong button.
I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is Kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
What is with you, and why do you think you get to make these demands? Must the doll always stay in her box? Is she too delicate?
David's such an endearing and creative fellow. If I did this personally, I'm sure he'd never speak to me again. And that would just break my heart.
Okay, doll.
David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing.
The only
He loves
person
to
I
talk about
saw
his
there
craft.
was the guy who got
I'm sure he'll talk about
murdered.
his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
My way... Too appropriate. My ways are many and hilarious.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
You're really not convincing me with that, but I'll do it anyway. I like attention. It's why I cut myself in large crowds. I'm gone. Boy, that was weird. I don't know why it pulled me away when I was, Fuck. This place is laid out like shit. Makes no sense. Alright, what I'm gonna do here actually is make a save and then see if I can reload that past section. If I can recomplete it cleanly in like 3 minutes, I will. Otherwise, forget it. So, load the sin bin. That seems like the right time.
Atlantic.
Let's exit and re-enter and see if he has hopefully at least moved. Otherwise, I think it's a lost cause. I genuinely don't know how else I could get somebody to move.
Can't see, can't see.
I mean, I could fire a gun. That'd probably scare the shit out of him. I mean... Also, and why does Chastity aggro immediately? It really doesn't seem like... From a gameplay perspective, she ought to. Whoa, that animation was fucked. Wow, he does not give a shit. Are the other guys gone? Yep, alright. So... let's just, well, I guess that worked. One for good measure. Sup? Yeah, he took a bullet to the leg. It's not life-threatening, right? Should probably put that gun away, though.
It's nice.
Let's see if the dialogue's still screwed up and she's still gonna talk to me when I walk away again. Or maybe she'll bitch about the fact that I wounded a guy. That would be shocking, actually.
Look who's back.
Talking doll?
Yes.
About the hunting one.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter hunted.
I know. I heard you from here. So you like loud noises, do you? I asked you to be quiet. All you've done is attract attention to yourself.
That's a shocking amount of...
You think there's any chance someone might make the connection? I don't know if you've helped or made things worse. Fine. Apology accepted. Only because no one else got hurt.
That is a shocking amount of detail in the dialogue. Who cares what a talking doll forgives? I'm gone.
Poor, poor David Hatter.
Okay, it's still fucked. That's so weird. Let's load it one more time. If I can kill her silently, I want to know what the dialogue is. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do instead is give him one solid punch to the back of the head. Oop! Wow. That's just a murder. I just murdered a man with my fist. Oops. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's try with a weapon. You know what? Let's try with an arm. Why is that a kill? He can take a gunshot to the leg, but he can't take 8 damage from an arm? Hold on. Oh, you know why? It's because he's drained. It's because I drained him. Can't take a bludgeon either. Come on, man. Is F12 gonna be the right save? It will. Cool. Alright, man.
Hey, who's there?
Anything? No? Is there no way for me to... Hey man, can you just go, please? Fuck you, you stupid meat sack. And I don't have a silenced gun either, right? No. I really should. Oh, I'm out of bullets for it. Oh, well. Alright. Well. I made an attempt. Now, the question is, do I want to... do I want to have her pissed off because I made a loud noise, or pissed off because I killed someone? I still can't believe he survived a shot to the leg, but not a... Wait a minute. Hold on. That sounds really quiet. It doesn't have a silencer on it, but... What the fuck is he... Now he can't take a fucking bullet? What a chump. Give him this one more try. The same gun I used before. It was the pistol, right? Yeah, I remember because it was the... Fuck it. Can't be bothered.